So let's go to Poilievre calling out the Liberals. I think it's on immigration.
We have a video.
Yeah, but he's blasting the Liberals on their immigration failures, please.
Expensive Liberal retreat in Halifax, we learned that nothing will change. That Chrystia Freeland, who's been Canada's worst ever finance minister, helping to double our national debt and drive inflation to its worst in 4 decades, will stay in her job. Sean Fraser, who destroyed what was the best immigration system in the world, will stay in his job. The crazy carbon tax minister, Stéphane Guilbeault, who wants to ban trucks, roads, and plastic straws while Liberals legalize crack and heroin, he's going to keep his job as well. The disastrous justice minister, who's helped give Canada a 50% increase in violent crime and a 120% increase in gun crime, he will keep his job. But most important of all, Justin Trudeau, the man who is not worth the cost, announced that he will keep his job. Canadians cannot afford another painful, costly, chaotic, and corrupt year of Justin Trudeau. He will not quit. He must be fired. His ego, arrogance, and incompetence will always have him putting himself ahead of Canadians. He would rather Justin Trudeau would rather force an entire generation to go without homes, 2 million people to go to food banks, 25% of kids to go to school hungry. That he would rather that continue to be the case than to give up power. He will not quit. He must be fired. And the person to do it is Jagmeet Singh.
And you know what, Sheila? I think that is a brilliant communication strategy. The Liberals are dead in the water. We know that. That's why you see Pierre Poilievre turning his sights to Jagmeet Singh. This is a party and a leader holding the country hostage. I never thought I would say this. I literally have more contempt for Jagmeet Singh than I do for Justin Trudeau, Sheila, because as Pierre Poilievre calls him, and I love this nickname, I think it's going to stick, Sell Out Singh. Jagmeet Singh is selling out this country, his party, the union movement, everything for what? For his $2 million plus pension as long as he gets past the finish line of February 2025. Because those Armani suits and those Rolex watches and those BMW M3s, by the way, not an electric car either, folks, they're very, very expensive. He has lavish tastes, and that's what this is all about. As Poilievre said, with all those people going to the food bank, with 25% of Canadian kids going hungry to school, this is all being done. This is all being facilitated by the NDP propping up the Liberals so that Jagmeet Singh, the champagne socialist, can maintain his pricey lifestyle. It is despicable. He should be ashamed of himself.
Yeah, champagne sellout. That's what he is. So I don't even think he's a socialist. He's just an idiot. And he is selling out Canadians. He doesn't care what happens to us as long as he gets his pension. From us, by the way. So he doesn't care how many of us lose our jobs. No. He doesn't care how many of us lose our homes. He doesn't care how many of us are forced to go to the food bank, as long as he gets his at the end of the day.
Yep.
And I don't think his ideology is socialism. I think his ideology is entitlement, which I suppose socialism sort of goes hand in hand with that, because you want what other people have without having to work for it. But I think, and this is the closest to the levers of power that he will ever be. in that he controls Justin Trudeau's fate. And Justin Trudeau knows it. And the between the two of them, one thinks it's his hereditary right to be the leader of this country. And the other one thinks that it's his right to extract an unearned pension from us, and the fate of the country be damned, as long as they get what they think they're entitled to their entitlements, as somebody once said.
You know, I would love to speak to diehard NDP voters.
Yeah.
Heart-to-heart conversation, off the record. Is this the party that you still support? Is this the leader you want? Off the record, just give it to me straight. I can't imagine it is, Sheila. You know,
yeah, he's no Ed Broadbent, that's for dang sure.
No Tom Mulcair, who actually brought the party to official opposition status, which I swear I never thought I would see in my lifetime. Never. And my goodness, if you voted against Mulcair for this guy, you must be suffering big time buyer's remorse.
I don't know. I don't know if they are, because I think the NDP party, Tom Mulcair sort of kept them at bay. The crazy people, the Hamas worshippers, the trans cats of the world. He sort of kept them at bay and was the grown up in the room. Once he was gone, I think they just took over the party the same way they took over the Democrat Party. So I don't know if they have buyer's remorse. I think that they're like, we'll just keep doing this until somebody figures out how great we are and Jagmeet Singh is. I think maybe some of the old like cat hair bra burners of the 60s, they might have buyer's remorse, but I don't think the youngsters do.
Well, the youngsters, more and more, we see by the polling data, are coming over to the Conservative Party.
Right.
You know, that is one
cost
of the biggest
living. Yeah.
Profound changes. But Sheila, I would argue you've gone from a decade ago official opposition status to what's going to happen in the next election, which at best it'll be the status quo, right? Probably you're going to lose a couple of seats. That makes you an irrelevant third place party in my books, period. So I don't see the how you can portray this as a winning strategy, how you can convey this as a victory. I just don't. It is just right down the hill.
TACCOM is Canada's largest gun show. It's coming to the International Centre in beautiful Mississauga, Ontario, September 6th to 8th. I have never been to TACCOM, and I imagine you would know that I would love to go to TACCOM. Looks like those are my people, and I would just have money jumping out of my wallet every step of the way. TACCOM spans over 100,000 square feet. The event is dedicated to showcasing the best in tactical and competitive shooting disciplines, which is, as you know, an active rebellion these days. See top manufacturers and distributors from Canada, the USA, and Europe, and they showcase their latest products, training, and insights. This is the best. A new feature this year is the cash and carry deals on firearms and ammunition, allowing visitors to purchase directly at the show, of course, provided they have a valid license. Last year's event drew over 14,500 guests, with all the major brands represented. TACCOM 2024 promises to be even bigger and go in an act of rebellion against this federal government. For tickets and showtimes, visit TACCOMcanada.com.
Well, two things about that TACCOM ad, Sheila. Do you think maybe for the soy set, we should run a disclaimer before we play that ad next time? You know,
we don't have a soy set here. It's fine. We don't have to worry about that.
You know, toxic masculinity ahead. And I can tell you this. I now know where Lady Menzoid will be spending the weekend of September 6th to 8th.
I'm going to send her a shopping list.
Oh, and she won't be checking it twice. And I'm sure she's going to be wearing her Rebel News T-shirt, Girls and Guns.